Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Dior, and this is Arkham Horror, the card game, the Dream Eaters, and we're going to be doing Weaver of the Cosmos with Team B. Before we do that, I did forget to take out the Silver Key from Stella's deck, and I actually had the option to put this in one of Team A's decks. I don't think it would have made that big of a difference, but it did have really good icons for it, so that would have been nice to have, but for the most part, not a big deal. Also, between the last video and this one, I did go ahead and sit down and make some 30-card bandy decks of using all three classes. I mean, the main reason why I did the 50 card with bandy was to fully explore the research cards. Unfortunately, even with the 50 card deck, you only have 9 research cards, which is kind of limiting. I will say the 50 card deck is a lot of fun, but it definitely has if it whiffs on your mulligan, your starting hand mulligan, you feel it because you're now stuck with a 50 card deck that you're trying to get the engine started for. With a 30 card deck, I'm definitely able to control a lot better. Also, like the tutors that do only 6 to 12 cards or whatever become a lot more powerful, especially with Mandy's ability. With just a 30 card deck, because then you don't really need things like No Stone Unturned, or like any of the full deck tutors like Research Librarian, because you only have like a 30 card deck anyway. Besides that, let's go ahead and talk about Team B. So we got Amanda Sharp and Stella Clark. Stella is going to start with 1 physical damage because of physical trauma. And let's get this started. So I'm going at this blind, so we'll see how things go. Weaver of the Cosmos. Everything has led to this. Virgil's writings, your companion's never-ending sleep, St. Mary's, the Black Cat, all of it. You have no choice but to press on. This transdimensional space is home to a creature that would obliterate your world and replace it with a new reality. A nightmare-scape of pitch-black darkness and creatures that prey on your kind. If you cannot stop its weaving, there will be no Earth left to wake up to. You have to do something, even if it means your end. All right, so one thing to note is it does say check the steps of the bridge. 3 to 5 tally marks does add 1 doom to the bottommost location. So we'll be dealing with that. But first, shuffle each copy of the Great Web and put 4 of them into play at random in a vertical line, and we start at the topmost Great Web location. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll set these aside. All right, and then Stella and Amanda will start here. The Great Web, otherworld, extra-dimensional, long, scintillating strands of gossamery web fill the endless pit below the sea of pitch. The great work of the spiders is nearly complete. All right, each investigator, says just set them aside. Got it. Everything else gets set aside. Got it. Okay. And then we also, so start at topmost location, and then we put a doom on the bottommost location. So it'll be there. I'll put it slightly to the side. Okay. We have a 26 card deck, and then Bridge of Webs. This vast expanse of space is a bridge between the dreamlands and reality, woven by a terrible spider creature that is the cause of all the distortions you have experienced thus far. If you don't find a way to stop it from completing the bridge, it will open the way for these horrors to enter the waking world. This agenda gets +4 Doom threshold, so it has 11. And when this agenda advances, do not remove Doom from locations in play. So we have that going for us again. Journey across the bridge. You realize now that you are no longer in the Dreamlands or the waking world, but somewhere else entirely. A Stygian void wherein dwells the Weaver of the Cosmos. It is not just your world at stake, but the Dreamlands as well. Each location is connected to each location above and below it. Each investigator is at the bottommost location, they may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. So everyone has to get to the bottom. All right. Tokens. Skull is -X, where X is the highest amount of doom on a location in play. So right now 1. Cultist, reveal another token. If you fail and there is an Ancient One enemy at your location, it attacks you. Tablet, which is 0. We have 1 of those in the deck, or in the bag. Black Cat tears at the web with its claws. If you succeed by 2 or more, remove 1 doom from your location. And then Elder Thing is -3. If this skill test fails during an attack against a spider enemy, place 1 doom on that enemy's location. Alright, I do need to add tokens. So we do need to add a skull. I've already added the tablet. That's fine right now. Alright. Everything else here should be good to go. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and take care of mulligans. So let me BRB. Alright, let's get started. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And draw 5. That is weakness. Okie dokie. Already starting with a cryptic research and a dream diary and a dream enhancing serum. So I don't want to start with Promise of Power. Curiosity has potential. Do I just start with this? It is an option. Yes, let's go ahead and start with this. That's weakness. And perception. Okay, so we have something to work with. Okay, and then for Stella, I wonder if What's-His-Face is going to betray us from this deck too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, already starting with a Drawing Thin and a Take Heart. Let's get rid of the Lucky Long Shot and the Neither Rain Nor Snow. 1, 2, 3. That's a weakness. Okay, at least we got it right. Okay. Gear's a little lacking, but that's okay. Alright, so shuffle, 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 shuffle. Alright. Investigation phase. After this location is revealed, place 1 doom on it. That kind of sucks. The web stairs. Strands of sticky threads, like rungs of a ladder, ascend into the glittering violet radiance that envelops this cavernous void. Alright, so first things first, Amanda needs to draw a card and then put something down on this. I think I'm thinking about it. So biggest issue right now is this is 5 Shroud. We're not going to get anything from that anytime soon. In fact, we're probably better off just using Stella to take care of that problem. So let's go with let's put I'm going to go ahead and just put a perception here. Alright. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and start with Stella. First action, get out Drawing Thin. Second action, get out Rabbit's Foot. And then we can do Drawing Thin, in which case it'll be a little too difficult, I think. So right now the worst is what, -3? Yeah, okay. I'm going to commit, so what I'm going to do right now is investigate for my last action. I'm going to commit a Take Heart and a Neither Rain Nor Snow. Oh, actually that won't work. Let's, thinking here. So I'll be 5 to 5 right now. If I do that. The other option is stick with what... No, I can't afford to stick with what I have. Alright, yeah, I'll just go 5 to 5, no take heart. And I do pass, so I get a clue. Yeah, I should have just went drawing thin and gall all in, but that's okay. There's always next time. Alright, meanwhile over here with Amanda, we'll spend 2 to get out Dream Diary. I'll go ahead and spend, since I don't need this anymore, we can just go Arcane there. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and spend 3 to get out Dream Enhancing Serum. I'm going to go ahead and fast out Cryptic Research and draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and investigate. Currently we are 4 to 5. Or I can wait. Let's just gain a resource. Oh wait, I do need that extra slot. Edit slots again. Arcane here. Ally there. I'll put an ally here. There we go. Stop editing. Okay. Also over here, we don't really need to worry about any of this nonsense anymore. There we go. All right. So yeah, that'll be it. Okay. No enemies, go to upkeep. Okay. Mythos, we are currently... where's the third Doom coming from? Oh. I think it got placed automatically. Okay. All right, 3 of 11. Scaring fog. Oh boy. All right. Well, this one. Test will 3. If there is a spider enemy at your location, you cannot commit cards to your test. If you fail, you cannot attack or investigate until the end of the round. Okay, I am 3 to 3 right now. And I'm kind of okay with not investigating. I'm gonna go ahead and do a when you initiate a skill test. 1 second. Okay, I think it's still me committing to this. Or me initiating the skill test. I was just trying to verify that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and make this 3 to 5. I'll draw a card for that. And then, yeah, 3 to 5. Also, I'll commit a take heart. So, yeah, 3 to 5. What's that do? Reveal another token. Okay. Okay, we fail. Since I failed it with Take Heart, I will draw 2 cards and gain 2 resources. That means also the survivor reaction. I do have any additional action this turn. And I can't attack or investigate until the end of the round. Okay. Investigation phase. This will get discarded, draw a card. Let's pick Curiosity for now. Okay. So with that, I'm gonna also draw a card because of Rabbit's Foot because I failed the test. Okay. Alrighty. Getting somewhere with this. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use my action I gained from failing a skill test to get out old keyring. And then I'm going to go ahead and move down because I don't think there's any restrictions. Again, another web stairs. Okay. And again, a whole lot of crap on it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just wondering what I can do with this. So right now it's 7. You currently have 6 cards in hand. They'll become 7 soon. All right, I'm actually going to go ahead and move down another step. Okay. All right, so the tangled web. A mess of thick webs connect each of the islands which hang in this bottomless void. When the investigation phase ends, if there's at least one investigator at this location, place 1 doom on this location. 2 shroud, 4 clues. All right, so for my last action, I am going to go ahead and move back so I don't trigger that nonsense. And now it goes to Amanda. All right, Amanda. She's going to get Essence of Dream into her hand. First action, I'm going to spend 2 resources to get out Laboratory Assistant. Draw 2 cards, 1 and 2. Fortunately, that is not a duplicate. All right, but I do currently have 8 cards in hand. So this is, I currently have 5s. So I'm right now 5 to 7. But if I commit anything, I'm screwed. So what should I do? So if I commit something, I'll still have 5 here. I can get to 7 here. Yeah, I can do a few things, but not anything that's fantastic. Let's draw a card. I mean, the other option is I try going for hoping I get a practice with practice makes perfect, but I don't think that's a good option. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and draw a card. All right. So now I can actually do like a commit and hope for the best. So if I were to commit now, it would be something like this. I have 8 cards in hand. It would be 9 to 7. Which isn't great, but it's probably all I can do. So yeah, let's go ahead and commit 9 to 7 and see if what we can make happen. I succeed. Cool. We get the clue here. This goes away. And that is it for the round. Upkeep. All right. Our max hand size is 10, so we're good. Still good on that front. And a resourceful. All right, Mythos. 5 of 11. Obscuring Fog again. Cool. That's actually good. Ancient Evils, not so good. Great, those are in the deck. All right, 6 of 11. Okie dokie. So, start of investigation phase. Draw a card. Discard card. Unfortunately, that cryptic writing whiffed. Not much I can do about it. As for what we're going to put underneath our card right now, if it has, oh, it has to be just investigators. Okay. I'm just thinking how I want to do this. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Something at least. So I need to put something on this. I could also start doing Red Glove Man nonsense, but I don't really want to do that either. I'm trying to think here. I think for right now we'll just put. I want to put an unrelenting down. Sorry, my bug buzzing in front of me. Okay. Anyway, so as for who's going to start first, let's go ahead and start with Amanda. I'm going to spend a shortcut. Actually, I can investigate here, can't I? It won't do anything. Yeah, we'll investigate here. So I'm just going to pick all zeros. Okay. And when I do that, I will get to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. All right. That goes into play. Well, that definitely makes a bit of a difference, because I do need to get rid of it. Alright, yeah, I'll go ahead and spend the 2 actions to get rid of it. And I'm still just going to stay up here for a bit. Stella, let's go ahead and get you to work. So currently I am, what, 2 to 5? Yeah, 2 to 5. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do Drawing Thin and Old Keyring. So it's going to still end up being 2 to 5. But I also get to draw a card. And yeah, 2 to 5, no other changes. +1. So that makes it 3 to 5. It's still a fail. I get to draw a card because of Rabbit's Foot. I'm going to spin 2 to do Look What I Found. And grab both clues here. Okay. And then I'll use that was an action, then I get an action back because of failing a test. Yeah, drew a card because of Drawing Thin and Rabbit's Foot. We're good on that front. Didn't lose a key because it only happens when you succeed. So I'm going to go ahead and spin 2 to get out the Derringer. Spin 3 to get out the track shoes. Actually, it's not. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get out the track shoes. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. All right. Oh, I did make a mistake. I need to actually unseal these. It will not change the result because I still got a +1. If it was a 0, I would still be within 3 to use the Look What I Found. So I'm not going to worry about that on that front. Okay. So that is everybody. Enemy phase, no enemies. Go to upkeep. All right. We'll use Dream Enhancing Serum to reveal these to show because I have a duplicate and draw another card. Okay. That does put us at 11, so I do need to discard a card. I will discard a Cryptic Writings. Okay. And then over here, Hey, Granny. Mythos. 7 of 11. Endless Weaving. Choose a spider enemy in play. Okay, otherwise place... If there are no spider enemies in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a spider enemy and discard it, and shuffle the encounter deck. Okay. So what it says is essentially it's like with it's like that one thing that puts Doom on cultists. If it's, let's see, choose a spider enemy play. If it's engaged with the investigator, it makes an immediate attack along with its swarm host. Otherwise, place 1 Doom on its location. So if it's engaged with you, it attacks you. If it's not engaged with you, it's Doom. And if there's no spiders, you spawn a spider. So search. We got a few options. You have Hunter. At the end of the round, if web spinner is in place 1 Doom. Ooh, don't want that. Don't want that either. Swarming spiders isn't the end of the world. But yeah, all this is very annoying. Alright. Also, I did forget to put Essence of Dream into my hand. So that actually I need to discard another card. Let's discard the other Dream Enhancing Serum. Okay. It's probably just going to be the Grey Weaver. Yeah, it's probably just going to be the Grey Weaver. Okay. And then for you, Sickening Webs. Attach to your location. Okay, so this is the one where you have to rip it apart. Got it. Okay. Start of the investigation phase. Draw a card. That actually worked out really well. We got Whispers of the Deep. Alright. So first things first. Can't move out of attached location. That sucks a lot. Alright. I'm going to attempt to evade this Grey Weaver with Amanda. I'm going to go ahead and play Obscuring Studies, so this will go back into my hand. So that's going to put us at 5-3. And we'll commit a Eureka. So 6-3. Is that -1? Yeah, -1. Okay, I do pass. So he is now evaded. I get to search top 3. I will happily take a Pathfinder's nice. I'll take the Pathfinder. Okay, discard you. I'm going to go ahead and play Shortcut to get down to here. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to get through these webs. I'm currently 5-3. We'll go 4-3. Yeah, 4-3, and then 6-3. Or actually, that's like a lot to 3. 5-3, 4-3, 8-3. Okay, bye-bye webs. Okay, this goes away, this goes away. I do have 1 action remaining. I probably should have taken the laboratory assistant. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and just gain a resource. Okay. Over here, Stella. Is going to go ahead and move down. Second action, I'm going to investigate. I am going to do drawing thin and use a old key ring. So it's going to be 2 to 2. And I get to either gain resources or draw a card. I am going to go ahead and gain 2 resources. All right. +1. So I do actually pass. So I get a clue. And it does use up a charge of the key ring. And then, unfortunately, I think I'm just going to have to move back. I don't want to add a doom. All right. This Grey Reaver will get unexhausted, and we'll do our upkeep. Okay, Cryptic Research, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We are currently 8 of 11. Griff Chill. I'm currently 5 to 4. So 5 to 4. Anything I can do with that? I would have to get rid of Dream Enhancing Serum if I failed it. Yeah, I'll commit a Promise of Power. We'll add a curse to it. We pass. For this, you may double. Okay, yeah, we pass by a lot. All right, and then for you, put Caught in the Web in play in your threat area. You get -1 foot and cannot take more than 1 move action each turn. Test 3 fight. If you succeed, you can discard it. Okay. Got that going. Okay. Then we draw a card and discard this, and I'm going to go with Deduction. And we'll see how things go from there. It's either that or I do the other way. Yeah, in fact, yeah, let's go ahead and just do it the other way. Perception. Okay, I am going to go ahead and start with Amanda Sharp. I'm going to go ahead and do Cryptic Research first. 1, 2, 3. I do have a duplicate. I'm going to go ahead and use Dream Enhancing Serum to draw again. Since I drew this during my turn, I could play it and gain 2 resources. I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 to play Pathfinder. Also, this Essence of Dream should go in my hand. I'm going to go ahead and use Pathfinder to move. I'm going to go ahead and investigate this location. So I'm currently 4 to 2, and we're going to go 5 to 2 with Deduction. Succeed. We get 2 clues, and we draw a card. All right. No idea what's waiting for us at that bottom web. Let's go ahead and investigate one more time. We're currently 4 to 2. I'm fine with committing a... What do I want to commit? You know what? I'll spend a... I'll do a Practice Makes Perfect. Search top 4. And I'll pick this Unrelenting. Goes into play. And then I get to seal a bunch of cards. I'm going to go ahead and seal 0, 0, 0. Alright, so now that puts us at 5 to 2. I do get to draw 2 cards. And we'll see what we get. I auto-failed. Of course I did. Okay, unseal. And this gets discarded. Okay, then in that case, I'm just going to... at this point, I think I'm going to go ahead and just shortcut down to the bottom. After you enter this location, test foot 3. If you fail, you must either lose 1 action for each point you fail by, or place 1 doom on the location. Okay, so currently I'm 2 to 3. I'm going to go ahead and commit this Essence of Dream to make it 6 to 3. Yeah, 6 to 3. And we pass. Okay, so we don't lose anything there. And our hand size is fine. Okay, that is it for that. Goes to Stella. I'm going to go ahead and spend an action to try to rip off these webs. I'm going to do a Drawing Thin. Gain 2 resources. Go 3 to 3. Or sorry, 3 to 5. I will go ahead and commit a Dauntless Spirit to this. So that becomes 6 to 5. No, I'll just take it. So yeah, 3 to 5, we'll see what we get. So we fail, I'll go ahead and Rabbit's Foot it. Get my action back. And then I'll do it again. So now we're 3 to 3. I'll commit a Dauntless to this. And we pass. And then I'm going to go ahead and move and use Track Shoes. I'm going to commit a Resourceful. So 6 to 3. Good thing I did. So I do pass, and I'll go ahead and put the I want to put the liquid I found back into my hand. Alright, so that lets me move again. And then I'm going to go ahead and investigate this location. I am 2 to 4. Actually, no, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and spend 4. Let's see. Oh, actually, since we're at the bottom here, before we do anything, let's go ahead and advance. Okay, the Edge of Dreams. Read the scenario interlude, the Spider Queen, and the campaign guide, then advance to Act 2A, the Weaver of Cosmos. Alright, here we go. Alright, so you climb a precipice of stone and behold the enormity of the spider's bridge and the thing astride it. Atchlach Nacha, god of spiders, accompanied by its horde of weavers. The many-legged monstrosities continuously intertwine strands of cosmic web, toiling endlessly with nightmarish fervor. As the awful creatures weave each thread, you feel reality and dreams distort and collide and crash together. In the distance, waves of dream break upon the rocks of reality, and reality collapses upon itself into the surging, amorphous dream. You can barely comprehend the strange, shifting vistas. A sticky web hangs off the side of your vantage point, like a silken ladder leading down to your doom. Alright, give me one moment. Okay. If Randolph survived the descent, the Black Cat does not know the truth, so we're going to Spider Queen 3. You begin to climb down the web to the platform below, from which you can reach the edge of the bridge, and Atchlach Nacha itself. Halfway down, the suspended platform jolts and starts to sway violently from side to side. You grip the silken threads tightly, hoping that the sticky web will keep you from falling. You look to Randolph to make sure he is okay, and it is then you notice he is not climbing above you as you had suspected he would. You look up to find your campaign scowling at you from above, a blade of onyx in his hand. He has cut a segment of the web upon which you are climbing. You have no time to ask what he is doing before he severs the web completely. You plummet to the rocks below, landing painfully on your back. When you look up at Randolph, his countenance has changed. Foolish mortals, I was never going to allow you to save your companions. You have an errand of mine to run, and that is your sole purpose. If you wish to live, complete this task for me. He peers across at the unfathomable spider that looms before you. I shall be the one to claim your world, not that thing. Then, not Randolph, simply turns and walks away. All right. Record that the investigators are trapped in the realm. Atlatch realm. Okay. Remove Randolph Carter, and then depending on your difficulty, add a token to the bag. Easy is -3. So we add a -3. Okay. Then, yeah, we go ahead and remove what's his face. Randolph. There you are. Bye-bye, you. Okay. We can put him all the way up here. All right, and then continue on to Spider 4. The Spider Queen. The creature is close to completing its design. Its legs move swiftly, spinning thread after thread of cosmic silk with unearthly determination. It scarcely even recognizes your presence. Perhaps if you can sever its legs or tear apart the webbing on which it stands. Remove each location from the game except for the bottommost location. Okay. What happens when you... Okay. Remove each location from the game except for the bottommost location. Okay. I'm assuming this will also discard what's on there. So these go away. These go away. These go away. And then this shifts up. So the doom should go away, right? Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm just going to verify. I think it just removes them. Yeah, I'm going to assume it removes them. There's no reason for it not to. All right. Let's see. Shift them upward, shuffle the remaining set aside Great Web locations, and place 7 of them in a circle, along with the investigator's location. Okay. Where's my web locations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Assemble Atlatch Notcha by performing the following steps. Find the double-sided Atlatch Notcha card and flip it to the side that only has art on it. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this. Place? Well, you tried. And you have a rotate button. Alright, out of curiosity, what happens if we rotate? Alright, cool. Alright, so we'll set that aside. Okay. Attach them, got it. So we have the legs. Place this symbol in the center between all 8 locations, so one corner of each leg touches a different location. 56. That's not the right page. It's this one. Okay, so it's something like this. So we start like that. That. Yeah, the problem is the grid. So we'll do it like that, and hopefully that works out. Okay. Shuffle each set aside copy of the Spinner in Darkness into the encounter deck, along with the encounter discard pile. Okay, that was bound to happen eventually. So we got 1 Ancient Evil, so that's not too bad, I suppose. Read the rules for it as follow. Okay, so his form comprises multiple legs of those enemies. Each of these enemies operates as a separate enemy with the massive keyword and is considered to be engaged with each investigator at its location, like most massive enemies. Each leg is considered to be at the location its corner is physically bordering, as depicted in the diagram below. So right now, it's diagonal, so it'll be this one, that one, that one, and that one. We'll see how that works. Okay. Yeah, and then, so it's all it cares about is its corners. Center card and each of the legs should remain in the same formation at all times, even if one card is removed from the formation. If one card moves, all the cards in the formation must likewise move. And you cannot move him besides with without this, except when it spins. If you're instructed to spin one or more times, rotate all the cards in the center in the indicated direction, such that each of the legs enemies moves clockwise that many locations. Okay, and that is everything. Cool. All right, and then we proceed to this. The Weaver of the Cosmos, Achlatnacha, is distracted by its mindless task. Now is your chance. Action: spin one clue, deal 3 damage to an Ancient One enemy at your location. When the Mythos when the Mythos phase begins, reveal a random token from the Chaos Bag. If its modifier is negative, spin it clockwise X time. X is the token's negative modifier. If all 4 legs are in the victory display, you will advance. Okay. So now this whole Ancient One thing is going to matter. If he's if you fail and there's at your location. Got it. Okay. So with that, it's still Stella's turn. Oh, I also need to do a foot test. I forgot to do that. So for my foot test, I should have done that before resolving all this. I'll just do 5 to 3. If I draw the -3, I'll just draw it again, because this would have happened before the resolution. Okay, I do pass. I don't have to lose an action or any of that nonsense. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and spend 4 to get out Granny Orn, which will give us +1 will and some additional soak. I think this is the first time we've actually gotten her out. Okay, and then that is it for this this round. Okay, no one is. Thankfully, we're not dealing with any of that nonsense. Also, getting rid of all those locations, it seems to be got rid of a lot of doom for us. That's what it seems like. Remove each location except for the bottommost location. Yeah. That definitely set back the clock a bunch. So yeah, I'll take it, I guess. I've heard if you take control of this particular scenario very quickly, it tends to escalate. You tend to take control throughout the entire thing. In any case, enemy phase, enemy's not attacking. Oh, actually, I should read about this guy, shouldn't I? Ancient One, Spider, Elite. This is just the leg, by the way. Massive. This enemy cannot make attacks of opportunity. X is the shroud value of this enemy's location, so its attack will be based off that. It has 6 health, 3 evade. Ancient One, Spider, Elite. When you would evade this enemy, instead of exhausting it, choose an investigator at your location. This enemy cannot attack the chosen investigator this round. Hits for 1 and 1, victory 1. And all of them all have the same stats. I do like how the down ones are actually upside down. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go straight to upkeep. I believe we did use the Essence of Dream. I don't remember if we did. Alright, that goes in our hand. We have 9 in our hand. That's fine. Upkeep. Derringer. Okay. We do have a clue, which we can do 3 damage to an Ancient One enemy at our location. Okay. So yeah, you can actually kill this thing with clues, which is pretty fancy. Alright. Mythos. 1 doom. At the start of the Mythos phase, we need to reveal a random token from the Chaos Bag. That is, if its modifier is negative, spin it clockwise X times. Okay, so it is -2, so we do need to spin it twice. That goes to there. Okay, so it's still corners. It's just now different legs are in the dealing with the matter. Okay. So with that, we already put the Doom down. So let's go ahead and draw our Mythos. Swarm of spiders, swarming 2. What happens if your deck is empty? 1 second. Okay, I figured it was going to be this, but I wanted to verify. All right, so I'm going to take 1 horror as this cycles the deck here. Shuffle 1 and 2. Okay, Swarm of spiders, we're familiar with it. And obscuring fog. Okay, I can live with that. All right. Should I just start shooting? I think I want to start shooting. I'll start. Oh, actually, before we do that, investigation phase. Draw card, discard card, and then decide what we're going to put on this. For this round, let's go Prophecy. I mean, right now there's what, 7? Yeah, so 5s and everything. I can live with that. All right. So let's go ahead and start with Stella. Stella is going to just shoot the spiders. So we'll be 5 to 1. We pass, get rid of that curse. Does 2 damage. Just going to do this. Okay. Second action. What do I want to do for second action? So this has what, 6 Shroud? Let's do, I'm going to go ahead and investigate this location with Old Keyring. So that's going to bring it down to 4 to 2. Yeah, 4 to 2. Actually, no. Let's not do that. I really want to punch this guy. Yeah, I'll punch a spider. Punch a spider. I'm going to go ahead and just commit a neither rain nor snow. So 6 to 1. I think that's what, minus highest amount of doom, which is 1. So yeah, we go ahead and wipe you out. Last action, I am going to go ahead and investigate using Drawing Thin. I'll gain 2 resources. So currently we are 2 to 6. Or sorry, 2 to 8. I'll go ahead and use Alt Keyring. So it's going to be 2 to 6 again. So 2 to 6. I'm not going to commit anything else. 2 to 6. I'm verifying. So 4, 6, up to 6 because of Obscuring Fog, up to 8 because of this, back down to 6 because of this, and then this puts us at 3 to 6. So I do fail, so the old keyring doesn't trigger. I don't lose the key from it. But I can now, I failed a test, so I can go ahead and do Rabbit's Foot. I could spend 2 to go ahead and do Look What I Found, because I failed by 3, and discover 2 clues. And since I failed the investigate, the obscuring mist does not go away. Okay. And that's pretty much it for that. I'm going to go ahead and spend 2. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the old key ring and replace it with my other Derringer. And then that'll be all my actions. Okay. For Amanda, I'm going to go ahead and Pathfind move. We'll go this way. Yeah, these are all connected. As an additional cost to investigate this location, you must either spend one location or place one doom. Okay? Web Woven Island, by the way, is what it's called. And this is called Prison of Cocoons. Alright. Sorry, I'm just checking a few things. Okay, clockwise and counterclockwise. So yeah, we can go both directions. Okay. So right now I am engaged with this guy. He does not make a tax opportunity. I'm going to go ahead. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 3. Make sure that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It had 12 cost. Okay, so yeah. So it had 3 cost. Nothing in here either. How many do we have left? See the wall behind you. All right, so I get 2 clues from this location. It's not an investigate, so I don't have to worry about this extra effect. And then I'm going to spend 2 actions and 2 clues to deal 6 damage to an Ancient 1 enemy at your location. So I do that. It has 6 HP, so yeah, it dies. As so. It doesn't snap at all. Oh yeah, probably doesn't snap because of the formation thing. Okay, cool. And that is it for that. Okay. Oh, also, actually, Essence of Dream went into our hand. We actually paid 1 less. Because now we had 10 in our hand. Okay. So, all good on that front. As far as I know, this thing only spins on the beginning of the Mythos phase. Okay. Alright. Enemy phase, no one is adjacent to a leg anymore. The one that was adjacent is broken now. Upkeep. I'll go ahead and use Dream Enhancing Serum and draw a card. Alright, that does put us at 11 cards in hand. I'm going to go ahead and discard the Dream Enhancing Serum. Alright, and then over here, upkeep. Test a Will. Mythos. Alright, first things first. -2 again. Alright, puts us there. And then we get a Doom. We're up to 8 of 11. Attach to the nearest Ancient 1 enemy. Attached enemy gets +1 damage, +1 horror. Test any skill. If you succeed, discard the Spinner of Darkness. Okay, so this will buff this thing. But it only buffs damage and horror. So as long as you blow it to pieces, you're good to go. And then over here, choose a spider enemy in play. If it's engaged, it'll make an immediate attack. Oh, actually, that's a nasty combo, isn't it? It's going to hit for 2 and 2. Is either I choose this leg, in which case it's going to do... Actually, it's going to do, yeah, 2 and 2 to Amanda. Or otherwise I place a Doom on its location. I can also negate it completely. I'll just have it attack. Because these are all spider enemies. Okay, so... Yeah, I'll just take 2 and 2. So Laboratory Assistant will take 1 and 1, and then 1 and 1. So hand size is now not as reliable right now, but that's okay. Alright. So the thing that's kind of slowing me down is I don't have income. I don't have enough income to use the Red Glove Man. Alright, discard. Alright, goes to investigation phase. Let's start with... I'm going to move over 1 space. And then I'm going to spend 2 clues. and blow this thing to pieces, and this will get discarded. So there you go, 2 legs down. All right. Next, I will go... Oh, I did forget to do this thing. Draw a card. Discard Prophecy. Don't have much to play around with. I'm just going to put Essence of Dream out. Alright, and then as for what I'm going to do this round, I am going to go ahead and spin 2 to get out Laboratory Assistant. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Alright, I am going to go ahead and do a shortcut. Or sorry, no, I'm going to do a Pathfind move. Down to here. The Vast Web. Action, if it is not Act 1 and there are 2 or more fewer clues on this location, move to the location directly across from this location. If it is not Act 1. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, I see. Okay, so this lets you go all the way across to here to the opposite side. Okay. Gotcha. And then if it is Act 1, then this doesn't matter. Okay, 3 Shroud, 2 clues, or 4 clues. Okay. So with that in mind, let's I'm gonna go ahead and pull. Let's see, how many cards do I have in my hand? I have 11. I do want to investigate though, so let's go ahead and investigate with a deduction. And that'll put us at 7 to 3. We succeed. Get 2 clues. We're not adjacent to any spider legs, so we're not going to worry about fighting any of them. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'll go ahead and investigate one more time. 6 to 3. Good to go. So, got most of the clues here. Alright. Enemy phase is done. Goes to upkeep. Okay, we have 11 cards in hand, so we do need to discard. I'm going to discard the Unrelenting. And then over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're good to go. All right, Mythos. First, we Elder Sign is a positive number, so it doesn't actually spin. All right, and then we go to 9 out of 11 Doom. Ancient Evils for 10 out of 11 Doom. Any empty location, aloof. At the end of the round, it will start spinning nonsense. Okay. It has to be an empty location. We'll set up down here then. Okay. Let's, I will start with Stella. Stella's going to move and do track shoes. So that's going to be 5 to 3. I'll commit a rabbit's foot, so it's going to be 6 to 3. We succeed, so I get to move that extra space. What you got here? Oh, this is the one that places Doom on this. Okay, that's a problem. All right. Not much I can do about. Oh, actually, there is something I can do about that. Okay, we have a solution. I'm going to spend an action to engage this thing. And then I'm going to spend an action to shoot this thing with a Derringer. That puts us at 5 to 2. Yeah, 5 to 2. Alright, we do auto-fail. I get the bullet back. I'm going to fire again with my extra action that I just got back. So it's going to now be 6 to 2. Alright, we do succeed. So it's going to die. All right. Now it goes to Amanda, which this should have been discarded. I should have drawn a card, which unfortunately this is now on there. I will put a... is there anything in particular I need this round? Not really. So I'm just going to put the cryptic writings here for this round. And then we're going to get this Essence of Dream back in our hand because it's the start of our turn. All right. I'm going to Pathfind move down to here. I'm going to throw a shortcut and send Stella back up to here. And then I'm going to spend 2 actions and 2 clues to explode this leg. And then I'm going to move back. Like so. All right. Enemy phase, still not connected to anything, or not engaged with anyone. Upkeep. All right, we do need to discard a card, unfortunately. What do I want to discard? At this point, let's discard the Eureka. Everything else... Actually, you know what? Discard the Promise of Power. We're not that desperate anymore. Okay, and then for you, upkeep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good to go. All right. Mythos. First, we draw a token. +1, that is a positive number. So it doesn't spin at all. All right. Okie dokie. And then, of course, it's going to advance. Doom does not get removed from locations. What do we got here? A breath of fresh air. There is no air in this interdimensional space. Even in the bleak pits of the underworld, you sensed cold wind coiling through the depths of warm, nauseous gas. Through the depths of warm. Nauseous gas rising from the sea of pitch, but here there's nothing. No air, no atmosphere, no life whatsoever, save for you and the spiders whose work nears completion. Just as you are contemplating how anything can exist at all in this awful world between worlds, you hear a sound like the stretching and tearing of fabric. Then a rush of bellowing air erupts all around you, filling the vastness of the realm like dust in a vacuum. This wind must be coming from somewhere, and that can only mean one thing. Worlds are starting to merge. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Okay. A trail of twist. In this void between realities, there can be no hope or joy, just the ceaseless toiling of spiders performing their great work, closer and closer to completion with each passing moment. It has 13 to advance. When this agenda advances, do not remove Doom in play. All right. I'm just wondering if I'm like missing something, but as far as I can tell, nothing has changed. Yeah, compared to the other one, this is so much easier. And I guess it could be rather difficult if you end up accumulating a lot of Doom and you progress the agenda before you start this phase. But yeah, it feels like I'm kind of in control here. All right. In any case, shuffle the encounter, discard back into the deck, draw, choose a spider enemy in play. I have to choose one, right? Yeah, I do have to choose one, so it does put a Doom down. Okay. And this will spawn another one of these nonsense things. All right. Not much I can do about that. Yeah, we'll just put you over there. All right, investigation phase. Draw a card, discard a card. We're good to go. Oh, actually, I need to put something in. Let's put in. We'll put in a curiosity. Okay. So, All that's left is one leg. Excuse me. Sorry about that. My throat was not agreeing with me. All right. So, yeah, we only have one leg left, but I don't know what's beyond. We have another. Yeah, what I was saying is there's another act behind this one. I don't know. Now, granted, the other one also had an act behind the last one, the quote unquote last one. So I don't know what to expect. I do want to deal with the web spinner. As long as there are 2 or fewer clues on this location, you can do the move effect. Okay. So once we quote-unquote clear the webs enough, we can mess around with that. All right, so I am going to go ahead and use the move effect from here with Stella to get over to here. After he enters the location, test foot 3. All right, so we are 5 to 3. So 5 to 3. I will commit a live and learn. So 6 to 3. Good to go. That's just -1 still. All right. Did I? Oh wait, the agenda just advanced. That's what happened. Okay. Kind of having a mind blank here. All right. So we're good to go here. I'm going to go ahead and spend an action to engage this guy. And then I'm going to shoot him with this Derringer. 5 to 2. We succeed. It dies. Okay. And that's all we need on that front. All right. Meanwhile, we need to get ourselves over there as well. And it takes an action to do that. Because I can get to there. Yeah, no matter what I do, I'm not going to be able to kill it. At least not yet. Okay, in that case, let's just, I'm going to go ahead and Pathfind move down to here, to the Tangled Web. I'm going to go ahead and investigate, actually, how many cards do we have? 11? Actually, I'll do Cryptic Research. Actually, that's it. Sorry, before we do the Pathfind move. We'll do Cryptic Research, draw 3 cards, 1, 2, 3. I'll use the Cryptic Writings for free, since I drew it, to get 2 resources. I have Red Glove Man, but I don't honestly need him right now. But now we have 12 cards in hand. Okay. I'll Pathfind move down to here. I'm going to spend 1 resource to do extensive research. So it's going to cost me 1 because I had 11 cards in my hand. Get 2 clues. I'm going to go ahead and investigate and commit a deduction. So that's going to be 5, 6 to 2. Okay, get 2 clues. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and shortcut over to here. Alright, to investigate this location, you must either spend 1 action or place 1 doom on this location. Okay. I am going to go ahead and spend just an extra action to investigate this location. I'm going to commit a Whispers of the Deep to get that out of the way. And a Eureka. Actually, no, not the Eureka. We'll just commit this. So that puts us at 4 to 1. Because I do still have 8 cards in hand. Alright, 4 to 1. We do pass. 1 clue. Oop. And then this goes away. Okay. That is everything. Enemy, nothing adjacent to that leg. Upkeep. Unrelenting. Upkeep. Alright, Called by the Mist. That's fair. Mythos. First, we do the token. That is just an auto-fail, so it doesn't actually have a negative. I mean, technically it's negative 100 on this token arranger, but that doesn't really matter. Alright, so it doesn't rotate, and then we add a Doom. Attached to our location. Ancient Evils. I will go ahead and play this Test of Will. Cancels it, and then I have to do a will test. I'm 4-3 right now. Let's go 7-3. And yeah, it doesn't trigger this. 7-3. Good to go. So it doesn't get exiled. Alright. And then investigation phase. Draw card, discard card. For this round, let's just put a Eureka down. Okay. So, oh, actually, you know what? Not Eureka. We will put down the Essence of Dream. Alright, so we have 6s and everything. I'm going to go ahead and rip free of this with an action. So 6-3. Auto fail. Cool. I'm going to do it again. Ripped it off. And then I'm going to Pathfind move over to here. Alright, this is just the one that has a bunch of stuff. Flip that Doom back over. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and spend an action to spend a clue and do 3 damage to this thing. And then I'm going to, yeah, might as well move down with Stella. And I'm going to go ahead and spend an action to spend her 1 clue that she has remaining to kill it. Okay. The Queen's Wrath. Having severed the wretched spider's legs and unraveled the webs it stood on, you hoped that this would send the thing careening into the endless void below. But as it falls, more thin, jagged legs erupt from below its abdomen, and its grip onto a nearby platform, just barely catching itself. The horrible maw, which extends down the length of its worm-like head, wrenches open. From it emerges a screech like 1,000 nails on a chalkboard. Flip the card over to its enemy side, place it on a location with the most doom on it. Most doom. It's a tie, actually. Alright, Ancient One, Spider Elite, 4 fight, 4 evade, 8 health. Massive, when it leaves a location, if there are no investigators at that location, place 1 doom there, otherwise it attacks each investigator at that location. After you evade him, instead of exhausting it, you choose a location. It can't attack that chosen location. Victory 1 hits for 2 and 2. Alright. So this is where he starts getting a little out of control. So real quick, the scheme's demise. You're the last line of defense against the creatures that scheme to devour the world. So again, spend 1 clue to deal 3 damage to this thing. When the Mythos phase begins, reveal a random token. If it's a negative, it moves clockwise that many times. And if it gets defeated, it advances. Okay, so this thing is going to start just moving around one way or the other. Alright. So far, our luck. So I guess the big catch here is whether or not we can catch this thing. You know, if we put it here, I'm going to get hit pretty hard. There's not much I can do about it. Or I could put it here and just hope it catches up to us. So I think that's going to be the plan there. I don't have many clues left. This place has Shroud 3, so after initiating a skill test of 4, okay, so I'm fine with this. I'm going to go ahead and go 2-3 with this. So I'm 1-3. I'm going to spin 2 to do look what I found. And I'm going to grab discover a total of 2 clues from among your locations and connecting locations. I'm going to grab the 2 clues from this connecting location. Get that out of the way. All right, so that's it on that front. Enemy has nothing to fight this round. And he's going to, yeah, he's not going to do anything this round. Upkeep. Yeah, we're good to go. We have multiple duplicates, don't we? Whatever, it's 8, so we're good. All right, upkeep. Lucky. All right, Mythos. First, reveal a token. It still doesn't move. Gosh. All right, 4 out of 13. Any empty location. We'll put them up there. Caught in spiderweb. All right, threat area can't take more than 1 move action. Okay. That's a little annoying, but that's fine. Then this gets discarded. Draw card. For now, we'll just go with a curiosity. All right. So I'm just trying to get over there, but it's not playing nice. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start with Stella. I'm going to move first. I'm going to keep the webs on me for now. I'm going to engage this thing, and I'm going to shoot this thing with the Derringer. Good to go. It's dead. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and do Cryptic Research. I'll put a horror on you. Draw a card. This will go out. I will use Dream Enhancing Serum to draw another card because I got multiple perceptions. All right, good to go on that. So that wasn't. I'll spend 2 actions to discard the Atychophobia. Spend 2 to go ahead and get out this Laboratory Assistant because it's not a unique. I can go ahead and get it out. Get 2 cards. And oh, I did forget to do a foot 3 test, so I'll do that now. So 4 to 3. Yeah, 4 to 3 because I have -1. It's -1 still, right? Yeah, highest amount of doom. So I do pass. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and Pathfind move up to here. I will do my test as well. So I'm currently 2 to 3 on this thing. Yeah, 2 to 3. I will just commit. Oh yeah, the Essence Dream goes in my hand. I'm fine with just committing the Essence of Dream. So 6 to 3. I do pass. Also, my last action was the Laboratory Assistant, so yeah, we're good to go on that. All right, enemy phase. He ain't doing anything. Upkeep. Dream Enhancing Serum. My hand size is now 12, so I'm good to go on that front. Grinding Orn. Mythos. 5 of 13. Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do this. Still not a negative number. All right, whatever. Swarm of spiders. Okay. So we gotta deal with all this still. I'm gonna go ahead and start with Stella. I'm going to punch the spiders. I'm gonna use a brute force. So this is gonna put us at 6 to 1. That's still -1 because he hasn't moved. So yeah, we'll just kill. That does 3 damage because I beat it by 2 or more. And it kills this. Then oh, sorry, I forgot to do this again. Draw a card, discard card. What are we up to? 5? Yeah, why not? We'll bring out Prophecy. So he's right now have 4s and everything. All right. Next, I'm going to shoot this thing with the Derringer. I will commit a a long shot to it. So that puts me at 5 to 4. -3. I will go ahead and play a lucky, which I'll pass. I'll do 3 damage to it. And draw a card. I think I forgot to draw a card with a lucky in the past, but I'm not going to go back now. Alright, now we have Nihilism. Oh, I do take a damage. I forgot about that. I did do a test against 4, which is here. Speaking of, I'm going to take another damage. And shoot this thing again. So this will be 5 to 4 again. Actually, no, we're not going to do it. Actually, yeah, we'll do 5 to 4. I do succeed. That does 2 damage and kills it. Alright. That is everything on that front. Okay, next. Amanda. Alright, it looks like you're good to move. First things first, Cryptic Research, draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and play this Cryptic Writing for free. Then pass out another Cryptic Research. 1, 2, 3. Alright. I will go ahead. I did have a duplicate of the Extensive Research, so I'll draw a card for that as well. Cryptic Writing again for 2. Alright. Then I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get moving. Oh, and this gets in my hand. So, Pathfind move. Oh, I can't kill this guy in 1 round. Just realized that. That's okay. We'll manage. Move up. Pathfind move. He does get a Doom. Oh, actually, it already spawned with 1. It's spawning underneath the card. That's what's throwing me off. Alright. Cool. I will spend an action to move to this location. I do have to do a foot 3 test. I'm 4 to 3 right now. 5 to 3, 6 to 3. I do pass. Search top 3. I'll take the shortcut. And then search top 3. I'll take the other shortcut. Okay, so I passed that test. And then I will spend 2 clues to do 6 damage to this guy. Okay. And then that is everybody. Enemy phase. He's going to hit me for 2 and 2. So I'll take 2 and 1 from this, and then 1 damage here. Oh, actually, no, sorry. Change of plans. Before my turn ends, I'm going to do Red Glove Man. It's a fast. For the stats, I'm going to pick Fist. I'll pick Fist and Feet. Okay, Fist and Feet. And then the 2 and 2 is actually all going to go to him. Problem solved. All right, upkeep. Still have 12 cards in hand, so I'm good to go on that front. Drawing Thin, don't need it. Mythos, first do a thing. Still doesn't move, it's a positive number. Mythos, 7 of 13. Ancient Evils, 8 of 13. Crept Chill, sure. 4 to 4 right now. I'll go ahead and use Drawing Thin. Use that to draw a card. So I'm 4 to 6. I will take a damage because of Calling of the Mist. And I do fail it. In fact, I'll choose to automatically fail it instead to heal 1 damage and 1 horror. And I have to discard an Assa. I'll discard this Derringer. And I will draw a card with a Rabbit's Foot. Okay. Draw a card. Prophecy gets discarded. This gets set down. Whispers the Deep. I'll start with just taking action. Well, actually, I do need to rewind. So this thing actually does hit me. So unlike the legs that don't have attacks opportunity, this does. So the way we can resolve it is I could do Red Glove Man first, and then do both of the clue things, which will kill it, and then have her die, and she'll take a damage. So that will still even out. That will be 2 attacks opportunity, then the attack at the end of the round. Okay. So yeah, with that in mind, I will go ahead and, I mean, at this point, I could just kill it. I'll take the attack opportunity. So 2 and 2, spend a clue, and that is 3 more damage. It only had 8 HP, so that is game. He is now defeated. All right. Falling down. The creature thrashes about violently as its webbing is ripped apart. The shimmer fades from the bridge's threads. In the distance, the cosmic array of lights winks out of existence, star by star. The spider's pained screech is deafening. You're not sure if it would be possible to kill a creature such as this, but you have done more harm to it in destroying its life's work than you could have ever done with bullets and blades. As the woven threads of spider silk unravel, this realm's many suspended platforms of rock crumble and collapse into the endless aether below. You struggle to find something to stand on or grab hold of. Without the support of the web bridge, the entire dimension collapses all around you. With a final desperate screech that echoes throughout the world between worlds, Atlatch Nacha plunges into the eternal darkness below, and you are quick to follow. All right. Yeah, that ability is so strong. I mean, yeah, there's not much else to say. That ability is just no joke. Also, I never drew a tablet. All right, resolution 1, I guess. Apologies if I made a mistake, but yeah, I mean this team seemed to work out for this pretty well. Anyway, resolution 1, you clutch a silken thread, the only thing that keeping you from plummeting through the endless depths of the void. In the campaign log, record the bridge was destroyed. Each investigator gets a bunch of experience, plus 5 because you prevented the Dreamlands and reality from merging. And then each check campaign log, resolve the topmost option that applies. If the investigators found a way out of the underworld, we didn't. If the investigators are trapped in Atlatch Nacha's realm, skip to resolution 4. If none of the above are true, skip to resolution 5. Yeah, we are trapped in Atlatch Nacha's realm. We did not find a way out of the underworld. I do know how you find a way out of the underworld, but it's not going to be in this situation. Resolution 4, then. Alright, so you have stopped the spider god from completing its web, but in process you have cut off your only means of escape as well. You are fated to wander this hellish world between worlds, searching in vain for any hope of escape. Your only solace is that you have prevented this cruel future from being that of every person on Earth. Perhaps if you still possess the silver key, you might have had a way out. Try as you might in this dismal, cavernous void below the bottomless sea of pitch, you cannot muster the will to forge your own. So the investigators never escaped. Driven insane. If you are playing, so if we were just playing this by itself, we win, but we are never seen from or heard from again. And then we go straight to the, but it's for the 8 part, we go to the epilogue. So I think the way you find the way out of the underworld, in the previous scenario, Point of No Return, there was a location I didn't bother going to that was near the city of Gugs. I believe if you do the thing that's there, you actually can, that will actually get you the way to get out of the underworld, because it's essentially a slab that's, goes all the way to the ceiling, essentially. But I didn't really have the time to do that. So, in any case, let's go ahead and do the epilogue. And I think the only thing I wasn't sure about is the key thing. Yeah, survive, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I possess the silver key and it just does it. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can... Yeah, it doesn't look like you can stop them from taking the key from you. I suppose if you're doing this as a lone campaign, maybe that would work. Oops, sorry, that's the wrong one. It'll be this one, I think. I mean, the silver. I don't think the silver K would make a difference. Well, in any case, let's go ahead and go to epilogue. Read this epilogue only if you're playing it as interconnected. Check the campaign log for both campaigns. Use the matrix below to find the epilogue that applies to your situation. Bridge was completed. The dreamers awoke, so epilogue 5. So yeah, there's a lot of endings to this, apparently. Epilogue 5. Oh, you're awake. Interesting. I did not expect you to return. You probably should not have. There is something you need to know. Your companions, well, long story short, things did not go as planned. Your world is no longer yours. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Anyway, wait, that doesn't sound right. Bridge was completed. Yeah, I guess that is it. Weird. Sorry to be the bearer. Your world is... So yeah, your companions, well, long story short, things did not go as planned. Your world is no longer yours. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Anyway, since I have no desire to be a meal, I'll be off now. Whatever you do, don't leave this room. Each investigator in Campaign A is killed. The investigators reverted to one form of destruction, but not the other. Okay. But I guess that's something. Alright. Well, that's a little bit of downer. But like I said, we went at this mostly blind. So I guess as far as the overarching thing, the cat thing where it kind of aids you, honestly, one tablet is not enough. It just does not matter. I mean, this bag has 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 14. It's 20 tokens in here. There are 20 tokens in here, and you get one tablet. Granted, in some of the earlier scenarios, you actually have less skulls, or less of some other thing, but the cat's not that helpful. So you're better off just trying to do the thing where well, one, don't tell it to go away. That's not the thing you want to do, but do the option that doesn't, where it tries to like get a hunch or whatever. You may as well just do it because the tablet just does not matter. The swarming mechanic, I don't like the fact that it takes cards from your deck. It is funny when it takes your weakness, and then you're kind of good to go for a while. But there's really no reason for it to not just take cards, have blank cards to use instead. It also just doesn't really make any sense. Like, why is it taking cards from you? The veiled mechanic is interesting, but since it feels like a third of them are bad, and you don't want to actually flip them over, and it's more of like, you didn't know it's, do it again, stupid type thing, where it's like, okay, now from now on, you don't need to worry about flipping it over, and just skip over it. Like the one where you lose all your actions from the cats. Like, I did that just purely because this is presenting as a Let's Play, but I already knew that one was a bad one. So I was just flipping them over just to show them off, but playing it again, you just end up not flipping those locations off, and then at that point, that mechanic is now useless because you know what's behind the cards. The interactions between both groups, I didn't like I said, not just the tablet, but a lot of the other things, I just didn't really feel anything happening between the two. It definitely seems to affect the ending, that's for sure, apparently, but beyond that, it is kind of what it is. Playing it again, I'll probably enjoy it a bit more. A lot of the scenarios I mentioned in the previous session that a lot of the scenarios are pretty linear. I mean, a lot of them are just straight lines. You can't really do much with them. I do appreciate the first scenarios giving you a lot of experience, though, because it lets you kind of experiment a little bit more with deck building as far as, like, upgrading decks and things like that. As for the investigators themselves, Amanda is amazing. The only problem I have, the only feedback I have for the deck I was kind of copying. Now, granted, I didn't copy it completely. I did change it to match my preferences a little. You don't get the Red Glove Man until pretty late, and by that point, the engine was pretty much already set. I mean, it did help like soak hits for me in the end here, but I didn't really need it. I could have still won some other way. So I did make a deck where I did a version of Amanda Sharp where I don't use the Red Glove Man at all and just kind of focus on some other cards, and I think that's going to probably play out a little bit better. She's definitely kind of a complicated character, but if you do figure out, get her going, she definitely just, you see, I have all this in my hand. Like, it's just ridiculous. I'm actually really impressed with how extensive research did. I didn't even upgrade it. If you upgrade it, it becomes 10 cost, which is a lot easier to work with. But yeah, this thing, spend an action and get 2 clues without having to do a test is really, really helpful for someone like her. Unrelenting, I definitely understand why people put this in the deck and why they consider it a very powerful thing, but most cases I kind of end up just using it once and then kind of leaving it alone. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt to do this whole sealing thing, but it's probably still less painful than doing it with the physical game. Yeah, overall, the only thing I would probably do with Amanda Sharp is not bother with the Red Glove Man stuff and just kind of just make this engine a bit more efficient. Also, I think one thing I did do that was a little bit different is I did pick up Pathfinder, which is more of a luxury expense in the actual guide. But Pathfinder is just way too good. It's very, very useful and kind of get things running pretty quickly. The only issue with Amanda, of course, is all of her stuff revolves around commits. And if you happen to run into a location that completely negates commits, she is stuck. Even if you had cards that you can activate or something like that, like a tome or something, it still wouldn't be enough because you have 2s in all your stats. So that's kind of rough for her, but that's kind of an edge case in some situations. There's also a number of things that also trigger off of commits, like that particular spider card where if you're encountered with a spider, you can't commit cards at all. That just shuts her down pretty hard too. But despite those very specific niche weaknesses that are very devastating, once you get her running, she just doesn't stop, as you can see here. You can keep cycling through the deck, have your allies soak the horror damage for cycling, and then have them soak additional hits if necessary as you kind of just clear out. I did make a mistake. Miskatonic Archaeological Funding, I could only distribute 1 damage. That still would not change the outcome. I would have taken 2 additional horror and 1 additional damage. And yeah, so I did forget this. The way this works is on Miskatonic assets, you can only put 1 horror or 1 damage per attack. So that is what kind of happened there. So my mistake, but it still wouldn't have changed the outcome. And even if she didn't make it in the end, I mean, I could have just opted to do an evasion instead and make it so he can't attack an opportunity me. And then by that time, anything happened, Stella would have arrived eventually and spent her clues instead. The spending clues here at the end is ridiculous. 3 damage per clue is amazing. I do like the fact that, Cleavers could do, kind of combat here, but it definitely makes them a role that's already pretty strong, even stronger. Stella is great. I have no complaints about her. I kind of played her as a sort of a flex build because she had the key rings and then the liquid eye founds. And it actually played out a lot better than I expected. Getting those extra clues just kind of helped the tempo overall. And upgrading the Derringers, of course, definitely helped. Getting it drawing thin early and at Rabbit's Foot kind of got her engine going pretty good. Obviously, her weakness is her modifiers aren't particularly high, even with Brute Force and a Derringer and things like that. But you have the ability to do try again and all that, and Lucky. So yeah, went rather well. Weakness-wise, Called by the Mess isn't too bad. Nihilism was a bit more dangerous if you got any auto fails, but it seems like I either draw no auto fails or I draw all of them at once, so that's kind of what it is. I did already talk a little bit about Mandy and Rita. Yeah, I think I mentioned already in the beginning of this video, I did make some 30-card decks with Mandy, and it's a lot kind of. I mean, like I said, the big thing I was focused on for the 50-card deck was to mess around with all the research cards. Unfortunately, there's only 9 research cards, and 3 of them are her exclusive. So you don't really get to do much exploring with it. But with a 30-card deck, I only have 4 research cards. I have her exclusive and then 3 astounding revelations. And despite that, it feels like it's going to probably be more consistent simply because a 30-card deck gets down to 33-card deck will go down to like 28. And then if you do something like a search top 12, you're still covering kind of a lot more than 12 in a 50-card deck, for example. So yeah, with a 30-card deck, you don't have to rely so heavily on full deck tutors. You can just be fine with like the top 6, top 9, top 12 cards instead, and it's probably a little bit more consistent. And in that situation, you don't have to rely on purposely proccing your weakness just to get things running. That being said, the 50-card deck is pretty fun, but if it misses hard. And yeah, I think that's probably it. I will kind of briefly talk about what I'm going to. I'll probably make a short video after this, kind of going over what is left for me to play through, and kind of explain the plan of action from there. So, hopefully you guys enjoy this. As always, I apologize for any rules mistakes. For this one, I was just trying to get things over with. I guess as far as the story is concerned, I don't have any connection. I'm not that familiar with the Cthulhu mythos beyond just playing the other Arkham games, and everything was kind of just like things were just kind of happening, and I felt like I wasn't really getting. I felt like I wasn't really actively doing anything with the plot. Like the whole thing about like what's his name getting abducted, that then you had to rescue him at the dark side of the moon. I was like, okay, when did he get captured? I mean, I understand if he had failed the mission, like if he failed Search of Kadath and you got captured by the pirates, that would make sense. But we weren't captured by the pirates, so it was just one guy. I was like, I don't know why he got captured. What was it, Victor or whatever his name was? So yeah, I don't. It was just like it didn't matter what you were doing. The betrayal, I mean, there were already kind of signs that the betrayal was gonna happen. Something weird was happening because there were 2 Randolph Carters. And then there's the cats, which, I mean, they were there, and I'm never going to be mean to them. The Zooks are annoying, and Gugs are more annoying. They have so much health, it's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm Theater Press Dior. This was Arkham Horror, the card game, Dream Eaters. We kind of saved the world in some fashion, and everyone died. So, good game, everyone. See you next time.